Hello everyone, welcome back to hour 3. I say hour 3, it's going to be like 45 minutes because, you know, show runs late, as always. Yes, so last we left, dear Tudor had realised that the ghostly ice woman standing outside is somehow seemingly related to, or the psychic maelstrom associates her and Helen, which, you know, seems great. And yeah, Lux, you had 2 more questions to ask me about that situation.
Cool. I'm going to open with it's kind of a combination of the top two, but both which enemy is most vulnerable to me. By which I mean, what's the best angle of attack, basically, if I wanted to blow them all up.
I mean, the answer of which enemy is the most vulnerable is that they're all equally vulnerable, but that isn't very vulnerable. Other than,
Hose
like,
them down.
yeah, it's like you've got to, if you go up there in your tank and, like, you do your best. And maybe it goes well. Maybe it doesn't.
Okay.
But, I mean, they're not making any aggressive moves to run in and, like, there are probably ways down into here. That they are not taking.
Cool. And I'm going to ask, what's my enemy's true position? By enemy, I'm looking for the Ice Queen.
I mean, you can see the W on the camera feed. So if she's in the same place she is in your visions, she's on top of that. You just can't see the top of it from this camera.
Cool.
Because people didn't really think that there'd be many security risks on top of a giant metal M in the middle of a snowy tundra.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. So you and Tudor are both at the bottom of this. What do you guys do?
So, I say, look, Tudor, like, there's probably tears streaming down, like, Lux's face. Lux is not in a good zone right now.
No, I can understand that.
And it's like, look, I can't, there's no point fucking staying here with this, all this crap. They want you. If you go up to the guns, it doesn't look like the others are coming. Fucking cowards, but both of them. I don't know what I ever saw in that fucking woman. And you go up to the guns, weaken them up for me. I'll burst through, draw them off, maybe, whatever, make some space. You get the fuck out of here as well. This place is done for.
You say surrounded by corpses. Like, there's just, and they don't even look like corpses, is the thing. They just look like a bunch of people laid down for a sleep and just aren't getting up.
I'm out of here. Like, my family, my friends, everyone.
Hell, your dad's
gone.
somewhere still.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly. Yeah, I'm going looking out for my dad. There's nothing here. Take the skid mark, and get out of here when I've made some space for you.
Okay.
No remorse.
So
He will be remembered.
I said no. Like,
Shiny and chrome.
you open up with your fire. That's when I'll start opening my gate. You weaken them up. I'll punch a hole through.
Survive long enough, and I'll summon you to safety.
If I do get overwhelmed, I'd appreciate you giving yourself up. I am the last member of your court.
Right, okay.
But, you know, I'll understand.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, do your best.
Every girl and guy's got to do it for themselves.
Yeah.
At this point, I go, maybe we should, like, fire on them from up here and see how they react first before
There's
you
no
go
real
guns
remote
up.
control capacity to these guns. It's like
Yeah, can't you just go up to the top of the...
Yeah, you can work your way out there, definitely. If you can, there's actually there'll be some lifts to, like, maybe the upper floors of the shopping centre that have been blocked off to act as like a sort of.
Let's head there first before we go doing anything. Potentially heroic.
Issue is if they start swarming the entrance once we start shooting at them, I would like some space to get up some momentum. So there's a line up to the top. Like, there's obviously a phone line up to the walls. That just makes logical sense. You go up there, start shooting at them. If they start moving forwards, I'll go. If they don't, then just keep shooting at them.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
Cool.
I proceed to head up to the guns.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you like climb your way up these assorted stairs and things. Yeah, you're kind of like going through like the sorted ladders and stairs through the kind of internal structure of this building. It's kind of it takes a fair while. Like there's no elevators to get through spaces this small. Like to make it more fortified, these things have all been like recreated in the past. This place wasn't exactly designed for this. To turned into a brigand fortress. Yeah, how is everyone else doing? Like Lux, you're alone. Just you and the McCramobile, you big old tank. How are you? How you doing, baby?
Not good, not good. It's very much it's loading, rechecking every gun. I've like literally taken all the guns from the guards on the gate, who have some pretty good guns. All of them are in the McCramobile now.
Good. Yeah.
I have about like probably 4 assault rifles. I've got like
Yes.
pistols everywhere. It's like I'm not reloading any gun.
No,
When the
okay.
gun runs out, I
You grab
chuck
a
the
new
gun
one.
away, grab new gun.
Solid plan. I like it. I like it a lot.
And it's just like it's just focusing on that, and it's very not looking at any corpses, and it's just kind of come on,
Yeah.
just gotta get out of it. Just gotta get out of here.
Okay. How are we doing down in the workshop, guys? Midnight is hooked up to assorted, well, life support machines, and Steiner, I guess you've had like time to sort of examine her physical condition. Yeah, you're getting a very strong impression that there doesn't seem to be anything physically wrong with her. She's just, except all her responses are fatal. Like she has symptoms, but no cause that you can detect with just a basic physical exam. Yeah.
Technical question. She's on 11 harm.
Yeah.
The harm isn't physical. If she takes 1 physical harm, does she die?
The harm is all cumulative, so yes, if you well, no, I think she has to go past 12 to die.
Okay. Still conscious?
Yeah, you're still awake, Midnight, so you know, hooked up to some beeping machines, feeling maybe a little less like death.
Oh yay.
But yeah, you now know, don't do anything strenuous. Strenuous is a bad idea.
Okay, I have a proposition. I can read things. Given that I'm about to treat Midnight like a piece of meat that I want to put metal in, can I read her? Like a machine.
Okay, tell
Like
me,
a-
tell me honestly the answer to this question, and based upon your answer, is Stein in any way still in love with Midnight, or indeed hates Midnight? Either
no
one.
Hate. No hate. The descent, as I was trying to portray last episode, he's become detached from seeing his worst fear of Midnight just being slaughtered. He is really losing all feeling towards any other characters that he might have built in the last few weeks, and it's more just becoming a Rachel must die. I want to get back to where things were just, at that point where everything seemed fine.
Yeah,
The
you can try and give that a shot, I suppose. If you're, yeah, the emotional detachment, I think would lend it to that. Try that thing speak. Okay, 3 questions to be asked of Midnight.
666. Things speak. I'm loading it now. Who handled this last before me?
That'd be a fun. Yeah, all the things speak questions are hilarious when used on people. It's why the savvy head sex move is the best one, because you just get to like go, who handled this last before me? It's like, who made this is also a personal favorite about people.
Yeah, I was thinking about it because the savvy head, if he has like physical intimacy with someone, think they will speak to him, as in the way that things speak. I'm just like, well, that'd be a bit rapey at this point. But
Yeah, very,
I accomplished
very.
this.
Plus, you don't get XP if you don't roll.
Yeah, this is true. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Okay. Let's go with the obvious. What's wrong with this, and how am I to fix it?
Her soul is spinning apart. Like, yeah, she's that bloody mess that was pulled through is what her soul looks like, and yeah, it's requires like psychic fixing.
Okay.
Yeah, like your augury equipment is maybe gonna work, but like I think you're getting an impression that for your own health, putting that thing back on is probably not a good idea until you've had like a day to kind of like get your bearings. You need to fix her. Probably the best thing to do would be like to get a fully stocked like in like infirmary, including like assorted actual medicine and maybe some more equipment that could like you need to keep the body alive that is being shut down by these essentially poisons leaking out of her like shredded up soul while you go in and fix that.
Is it getting progressively worse?
Yeah, she's dying. And yeah, I think you get the impression that you need more stuff. Like you have life support machines, and you can probably keep her in about a day without any strenuous physical activity. Midnight's going into 12 harm, where she probably hits like she'll go into a coma essentially. You can keep her alive for maybe a little while longer than that, just on life support, but without serious medical attention done by like with proper equipment, she's probably not going to do too well.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have some of the proper equipment, but probably not all of the supplies you need to back that up.
Okay. The first thing I want to do is I actually want to restrain Midnight to the work surface.
Midnight. How does Midnight feel about being tied up?
Not great.
Don't forget,
Not gonna fight.
you have two other questions.
She's used to being the one who's tying people up. Is that how?
Exactly.
She knows what they like.
Not a position she'd ever thought she'd be in.
Not with Stein, at least.
Not Stein, at least.
Um,
Not dealing with it particularly well.
okay.
Yeah,
Does she
but
do
the
anything,
real
or is she...
check, are you resisting?
Are you resisting? Do you make any
Yes.
attempts to read, or anything like that? What does Midnight do? Because, like, he's gonna go and try and, like, strap
She
you down
is-
to the table.
She is fighting against it.
Okay.
A lot.
Alright, so tell me specific, like, do you try to throw him off and leg it? What is your plan here?
You are
She's not
barricaded
got a
in.
plan. She's not got a plan as such as just get the fuck out of confinement.
Okay, off the table,
Essentially.
yeah, that kind of stuff. You're gonna do the stereotypical movie, like, there might be, like, the opening sequence of MGS5, if any of you have seen that, but, like, you're just limping around like a hospital, clutching onto anything that will support your weight. Okay, yeah, I presume you're trying to restrain her in this instance. Okay, so yeah, go aggro... No, not go aggro. Seize by force, Midnight.
And bear in mind, you can.
Which one of us is
against
rolling?
this.
Midnight is the one seizing by force, 'cause she's the one trying to... She's seizing, basically, her freedom. And you can roll to interfere if you roll plus your HX.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll your HX on Midnight.
Well, so that's roll d6 plus 3.
2d6 plus 3. You need him to fail this roll quite hard, Midnight. He did not. But he is exposed to danger in the process.
I'm glad to know that whilst I'm risking my life to try and save Tudor, you two are killing each other.
It's good, isn't it?
She's trying to survive, and I'm
Like, ah!
I'm not going to feel what I'm doing.
Experimenting time. So creepy.
Starts coming out.
Partial success in a HX move. I don't want that one. I want... Is there anything that makes a lot of sense? Yeah, so I think basically what happens is that, like, you manage to throw him off slightly, and he turns around, grabs, like, big, heavy, like, wrench or something, and just swings, and, goes to hit Midnight. Actually, it hits Midnight, and knocks her down, and here's the danger you're exposed to. You knock her down, and she's, like, unconscious on the table, and you see her tattoos start to move. Moving towards the injury. A lot slower than necessarily they seem to be squirming and squiggling when you last saw her possessed, but yeah.
Is she conscious still?
No, Midnight is unconscious. Knocked the fuck
Sick.
out. Yes,
Right.
you are at 12 harm, Midnight.
Right, quickly.
Still just about alive.
Right, I'm going to as quickly as I can finish restraining her.
Okay.
So arms and legs down, sort of head pinned down as well, and I'm going to try and gag her so she can't bite her tongue or anything.
Yeah, these things are all possible.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
I am
You
going
by this time you see like the tattoos like start to lift off her forehead around here, and like yeah, like there's like a black butterfly suspended like across this part of Midnight's face, and they start to like slowly knit the torn flesh back together. Yeah.
Okay. So by this, Stein is starting to cotton on and think, okay.
Time to move.
Yeah, this is.
If you've got a plan, reveal it now.
There are signs of Rachel here. So I go back to my engine.
Uh-huh.
I unhook it from the adapter,
Yeah.
and I just plug it straight into my headset. So it's not the bomb. Okay, no panic, guys.
Just
Not the
augury
bomb.
headset, not crazy augury.
Just augury headset.
Uh-huh.
And I basically put my palm over the wound, and initiate the engine.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm reaching out to the maelstrom to try and force back what's coming out.
Okay, so you're going to try an augury with your little headset. Give me that roll.
Just weird, yeah?
Yeah. Ooh, okay, succeeds partially. So, this is an augury move as far as I can tell. So, you pick... So, if you go into the peripheral moves, it's the bottom right one. You have the choice between reaching through the world's psychic maelstrom, isolating and protecting a person from the world's psychic maelstrom, isolating and containing a fragment of the world's psychic maelstrom, inserting information into the world's psychic maelstrom, or opening a window into the world's psychic maelstrom.
If I open a window, I can pull stuff out, right?
Yeah, the effects are less powerful when you're not inside the maelstrom, but yes, feasibly.
So
But you also have to, so you have to pick one of those, and then you have to pick one from the list below it. Of it'll persist for a while without active maintenance. It reaches deep into the maelstrom, reaches broadly throughout the maelstrom. It is stable and contained, no bleeding. So yeah. What's your play, Stein? What's your play?
Can I isolate and contain Rachel?
No. Tell you that much for free. Like, as your senses open up as you do it, yeah, you realize that, like, at this point, there's not really that much of a distinction between Midnight's soul and Rachel's.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attempt to reach into the maelstrom and drag Rachel out.
Oh, good. Let's see how this works out.
Yeah, you might like that.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so pick one of those, So I guess the one you have to kind of pick here is it's stable and contained. No, it's not stable and contained. It reaches deep in the world's psychic maelstrom, because there's no way you're reaching that without going quite
Deep.
yeah. You're trying to sift two souls that have been knitted together apart. Yeah.
I've had a little bit of experience doing this, so hopefully this won't go quite as badly as last time.
Yeah, so you like reach into the mind of Midnight and start trying to pull them apart. And yeah, I think it's like as you do it, those tattoos like all stop and like shudder. And yeah, Midnight's like head jerks up, smiles and goes, "Hello, lover boy. Been a while."
She's gagged.
Yeah, I think it's just in your head. You just hear the words. Well, so you don't see the smile. Then you just get there, and then in your head you hear those words as you're like more attuned to the maelstrom.
I ignore it and continue trying to drag her out and
Yeah.
separate the identities.
Making rash decisions about how the maelstrom works. Yeah, we'll cut away from this for the moment, because I need to work out how that's going to all play out. So yeah, like, arm deep in Midnight and Rachel's shared soul, you're like, oh, this is a bit weird. And yeah, Tudor, you get to, like, the ramparts of the place, and you're at a door. What do you do, buddy? Are you heading out there?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Tudor. Is
yeah,
here.
So I just so I'm up on the battlements with the weapons, right?
You've got, like, your assorted guns, and yeah, there's some emplacements out here. You're, like, behind kind of a big, heavy door. Open it, the other side is, like, the ramparts where there are the big guns and stuff. And you will be able to see outside, and all these assorted assailants. So yeah.
Guess out to the ramparts then.
Okay, yeah. So you walk out, and yeah, you see, kind of stretched out in front, not moving, all these naked buff dudes, kind of like just staring in the direction of well, they're all staring up at this figure, kind of standing there flapping in the breeze, like clothes and hair, standing on top of the big ass W, and yeah, you just see like the slightest movement, and you swear to God she's looking at you.
Mow her down. Mow her down. Mow her down.
At this point, I'm gonna use augury
Okay. Yeah.
to reach through the world psychic maelstrom to something or someone connected to it.
Okay. Do. Let's have that roll. And I presume you're reaching out to Helen? Or this
Yeah,
person?
sorry. Yeah, the person, the figure.
Cool.
And I also level up.
Cool. Okay, you get you get full success, so you get to pick 2 things from the list. The little sub-list. Just so no bleeding, duration, depth, or breadth.
I'll go stable and broadly.
Yeah. So, like, space in your perception kind of warps. It's like she's standing right in front of you. And yeah, she just, like, lifts up a hand and, like, goes to touch the side of your face. And she just kind of stares at you, and it's like... You hear in your head this kind of, like... As if, like, a voice, like, someone who's lost their voice or, like, hasn't drunk any water in like, at almost the limit of human endurance. And it's, like, it's cracked and coming through. It's just like, it's been so long.
Can I speak
Yeah,
to her?
absolutely. Yeah,
Who are you?
she kind of looks down. You get the impression of like a smile or like some kind of like wry amusement. She's like, I guess I don't look very memorable like this. Back in the day, I was Helen, before you were Tudor.
Oh, how did this happen?
Well, I think you've met Empire.
I've
But-
heard the voice.
Well, that's all it really is. The day they made you, they made me. They took... She kind of looks at her arm. Everything from me. And she, like, just puts her finger and, like, runs it along the, like, blackened line around your head. Yes. They made you the future king.
I'm so sorry. Why are you here?
Because this place called to anything with the senses to hear it. And I was drawn to that, and I felt Empire here as well. Like, as soon as she says that this time, you can feel the anger. I know what they want you to do, Tudor.
What do they want me to do?
Empire is a memory of something that should have stayed dead, of pride and anger and hate and the desire to own. That's all they want. And what can the dead? How can the dead own anything without it also being dead?
So you're saying they want to kill everybody?
I'm
That's
saying they want you
not
to.
already dead. They want me to kill everybody.
There is something that pulses at the heart of London, something that has bound that much. She kind of like gestures around like will to itself. It needs, if unleashed, well, she kind of gestures all the snow. It'll finish what this all started. They need someone living to do it for them. That was why they made you, Tudor. The day you found your crown was the day they chose their vessel. I think at this point, you get the sharp recollection of a day a long ass time ago where Tudor, probably not, it wasn't even Tudor back then. Like, some kid who you don't remember your old name, you don't remember the faces of your parents. You wandered into this, like, you know that Helen was missing, and you had to go find her. You ran into the snowstorm. You searched around, and you nearly dying from the cold, and you came across her, like, buried in a little, like, snow cave, shivering, holding a crown. And it, like, called to you. And as soon as you touched it, it pulled on the both of you. And then empty, like, you watched your friend Helen basically die in front of you. Turn from a young, vibrant little girl into this monstrosity you see before you. And all of that power, that like soul energy she had filled you and made you the psychic more powerful than anyone has ever been. Hell, you can do things that no other person could dream of without equipment. You can pull people through the skin of reality, and yeah. You remember being made. And I think that would be a perfect time to close this week's session, because we've got tired people and we've got other shit going on. So,
Witness me!
yeah. We'll get to some very insane violence and other stuff happening at the beginning of the next session. So, let's do a quick whip round of some shout-outs and whatnot. Joe, you can... Oh, no, we have to do one quick bit of housekeeping first. Let's do some hex.
Yeah, if we just do HX back.
Yeah, so, Tudor, who knows you better?
Shockingly, Lux.
Yeah.
You all had a
like,
chunk of scenes
We
together this
bonded
time.
running to the tank. I
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
don't trust Stein as far as I can go. Chip also kind of stepped out of turn, but not anything I didn't expect from her.
Yeah.
But Lux kind of loyally stuck through me and was willing to like sacrifice herself for me.
Yeah, and you
so.
yeah, she knows that you're like, you reward that. You saved her. Cool, okay. Stein, who knows you better?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone actually knows me better is the annoying thing.
Or worse. Hell, they may just know you better because they see you turn into a paranoid crazy man. Like, nope! Everyone is out to get me! Ah!
Right, I've got to
Well,
go,
I don't-
so
I don't
Okay.
it's been great, guys.
Alright, see you, fella.
Uh,
Hi,
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Oh,
Cameras buggered.
What?
Probably
Why
an
did you have to go, like, just all of a sudden? That's so
He
out of
got,
character.
no, he said it on Skype. He had a text that you might have to go in like 5 minutes. So,
okay.
and
That's
that
cool.
was 3 minutes ago. So,
All the cameras are
will
about
have
to
to
go
go.
to hell.
Anyway,
read.
I think Lux knows me less well now.
That's fair.
By the fact that she just stormed in with an agenda and just instantly gave up with it.
I
You
think
know,
she knows you.
considering
She
that-
knows you a certain amount better, surely, because she knows
yeah,
the extent you'll go to protect your like privacy and your space.
No,
So-
because it's a complete role change from the last time this kicked off, which was a case of, okay, we're just going to force through here, and then like going in with the full intent of making me subdue to her will, and then just backing off. I think that was just, okay, you haven't known me any better for that. In fact, you've just decided, actually, I'm out of my depth. Bye.
Yeah.
Is what my character's got from that. I'm sorry if
That's
that's accurate.
No,
but
no, no, no. I'm fine with knowing you less well. Look, you're leaving me to go and confront a horde of zombies by basically myself. I'm fine with knowing you less well. So, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Betrayal from session 2, but okay.
All right. Lux, who knows you better or worse?
Yeah, like, okay, I kind of always want to give myself -1s to like midnight, as well, like, but yeah. So I guess
mean, does
Jude knows me better, like, because obviously, I feel I know them better / worse because they haven't come.
I mean, anyone can like
Uh,
say. I think Midnight could possibly know you better because she knows that like you'll see sense. You threw your gun down and tried to help her convince Stein. Stein could know you better from the fact you did try to shoot him. Like, you pulled the trigger, and if the gun hadn't jammed, he would have a bullet hole in him. Or Tudor could know you better from just, like, you were straight up like, hey, I got some weird shit going on, and be straight up honest with you, you're my dude. Anyone could be justified as knowing you better, I think.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I think, like, you know what? Because I'm a filthy power gamer, I'm gonna go with the person who's been helping me. He gets a +1 to helping me.
Okay.
So
Somebody
that's
keep
my
re-adding Joe to the call, please. Just because I can't.
I guess you'll have to add that into his sheet.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so he goes up to +3. Cool. And finally, Midnight. Who knows Midnight better or worse? Oh, damn it.
Stein.
He's rummaging around in your soul.
Yeah, that thing.
That's a pretty intimate way to get to know a
It's
person.
a tie between Stein and Tudor, because Tudor kind of pulled me out of the whole psychic maelstrom thing.
Fair.
But I'm elbow deep in your soul.
But Stein is currently
There's a
saving my life, so I'm gonna.
I think that might be entirely a side effect.
I feel like I have to go with Stein because Stein is currently saving my life.
What happens when you tick over? Because that puts me at.
You
4.
go to +1 and you gain 1
Yep.
XP.
That levels me up again.
Congratulations.
Oh my god, again?
Yep.
Well, how many levels do
Some
you have
people
now?
didn't get to stop before they got to witness themselves.
You guys were on level 2. Tudor was on level 3 before I hit level 2. So yeah.
Don't forget to check the things off as you add them, because that is... Because once
Yeah,
you get to
I
5
added
other
the
checks,
last-
you can start going into the ones
Yeah,
below.
is it the 5th one?
No, it's the
or is
6th
it the
one.
6th?
It's the 6th one. Okay, cool. There is, because I have just picked the exact phrase needed for the episode title, the Q&A/highlight thread on Reddit on my subreddit has been dropped to the chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's in the description below. Go there, ask me questions, highlight stats, do all that jazz. Let's do some shout-outs. We'll go in reverse order from what we just did. So, Chip, anything to say to the audience at home?
Shout out to my incredible flatmate who is sitting opposite me and letting me rant to her despite the fact that she is in a massive crisis. So, big love to Nicole.
Woo!
Also, yeah, awesome. You guys can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Putting it in the chat below as I'm speaking. That is my Twitter and my Instagram. And I've got no new followers for the past like 2 weeks, so come on guys. Like, give me
distress.
some love here. Like, I know all the regulars are following me and shit, but like, give me some love. I love all of you guys.
For those of you watching this on YouTube, that is at Sheringham Ray, SHERINGHAMREY, because I'm nice like that.
Thank you, Finbar.
My pleasure, dearie.
Now,
Now,
shout out to the incredible Finbar being an awesome GM as
no need to be snarky.
It's not snarky, it's genuine.
God, I keep having to re-add Joe so that everything doesn't break. Also, Joe's glorious mustache photo has returned, just in case you're all worried. Johnny.
Yes. Shout out to Jenny or Sakajo for joining the awesome stuff, and for the other one that's on my special subreddit, which is r/math in XXX, where we don't fade to black.
It's a great tagline.
There's another one on there. Unfortunately, it is now outdated, thanks to Finbar. given that person is the people featured in that. One of them is dead, and the other one is about to die. So, good job.
Mobby.
Anyway, yeah, no, I had fun. I can't wait to go ham.
Be
this
witnessed.
episode.
To go out
I
shiny
will
and
probably
chrome.
prepare a backup character.
Probably wise. Everyone except Tudor might want to do that. Because, there's a reasonable chance all of you are pretty fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, at the very least, like, if I get out, then I might still need a new character anyway.
are you borderline gonna 6th advancement?
Well, it seems to me like if she gets out and just keeps driving,
She's not really plot central. I see. Okay.
I mean, I'm quite happy to do my own solo campaign where I just get an hour of every session and just rock up and just like, so.
I'm in a new town. Things are different. Cool.
Yeah, no.
Anything else?
No, you can follow me on Twitter at Katonia6. That's my username, Katonia6. I don't tweet about anything. Occasionally, I help people with maths because I'm a nerd. Yeah, no. Otherwise, no. Just keep coming back here and make Finn more popular so I can get more views and piggyback off him.
Fantastic. And Yami?
Yeah, hi guys. Thanks again for watching. Our turnouts are getting bigger and bigger, and that just pumps us up and makes us want to do better for you guys and put on a better show.
We hovered around like 20 viewers for a really long time today, which I am
it's just
very pleased by.
We're taking this by we're doing something right, and you guys like what you see, or just like looking at our faces. Either way, win-win. Massive shout out to our regulars. Hi to everyone who's new to the stream. I hope to see you again. You guys have been great. And
They should come to Encounter Roleplay tomorrow. They should come to Encounter Roleplay tomorrow to see you play Blades in the Dark.
Oh yeah, of course. Like anyone who from Encounter Roleplay who's joined us after seeing Finbar and I and Johnny last night, we are going back to Encounter Roleplay for Blades in the Dark tomorrow. I believe that's starting at 6
p.m. BST, so that's British summertime, which is
there we
GMT
go.
plus 1.
So yeah, you'll catch Finbar and myself. Johnny, are you joining us?
I will not be because I'll be busy hitting people with the stat that you see in the background of my stars.
Because
You're laughing.
Johnny is a hyper nerd, and we love him.
I am a hyper nerd.
Good,
Yeah,
good stuff.
Also, I like hitting people with it. It's fun.
That's it. The nerdism is too strong. But yeah, you'll see Finbar and myself on Encounter Roleplay, so we hope to see as many of you as possible tomorrow night. And I will pass on to Finbar for an outro.
Cool. Yes, thank you all for coming. It's been a pleasure. Thank you to everyone who turned up who's new. Hit that follow button. Social media and all that jazz down below. Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. YouTube's where you can find all the old episodes if you are new and highly confused by everything that's happened. I will also be doing my little post show. God, we're losing people at a rate of knots. Sometime tomorrow. Not tomorrow, sorry. Sometime next week, where I will go through everything that happened and scheme up new terrible things for the party to face. Come by Encounter Roleplay tomorrow for the 24-hour stream. If you do come along, you are in with a chance to win yourself... I think you may have to donate for it, but you're in the chance to win yourself a D&D 5th edition Player's Handbook, signed by the guy who runs Encounter Roleplay, if that tickles your fancy. That's kind of up to you. Yeah. And everything else, you should just follow the stream. Be great. Thank you, all the new people in chat, all the new lurkers who've been around. Kept an eye, seen a few familiar names. You guys are cool. Swelling the ranks. Good night.